Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if Israel is committed?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I've never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
You know, it's so interesting. You had, Blue Skied yesterday. Honest to believe he did it because he thinks war boosts poll numbers. I just came down from CNN, watching CNN this morning. It's disastrous.
Yeah.
This attack on Iran, it's polling worse than the trade war and tariffs and every other deportations.
It's polling really bad among independents, which
oh my God, but like 12 underwater overall.
Yeah.
So even
I'm not surprised.
I mean, I guess that's a silver lining, right? That maybe we have learned from the Iraq War.
That maybe people actually remember, the Iraq War and, what a BS quagmire that was, and absolutely useless, and that we were lied into it, and so if that's the case, then good.
Yeah. By the by, you said if you're not outright condemning the strike in your outrage over procedure, you are giving Trump credibility on this. Thank you. Can we stop discussing this madman? This demented madman, as if he does anything except what he thinks. I think he gets jealous, right? Like Israel was getting good coverage and he wanted to get in on that. It's always all about him, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and that was in response to Hakeem Jeffries, and it seemed like the only thing they were complaining about was that he didn't go to Congress to get approval, which, okay, yeah, that's a thing, but also actually doing it, is a bad idea.
Yeah. And
it's a terrible idea. It exacerbates things in the region. It gives Iran more of an impetus to want nuclear weapons.
Well, we played a Stephen Colbert saying you didn't even have the decency to lie to us like Bush did. Where's the Rolling Stone headline? Did you see that? It wasn't based on intelligence. It was based on vibes.
Mm-hmm. Vibes, right. He was feeling it. He was feeling it. Yeah.
I mean, it's just, but here we go again, right? Like, Tulsi Gabbard, she doesn't know she's wrong. When she says they're not building. I mean, it's all this, then we've completely destroyed their capability, right? Then who's the next person that comes out? J.D. Vance and goes, it'll, take us years to, like, which is it? It can't be all.
And then that we're not doing regime change, but then Trump, posts over on Truth Toilet that, what about regime change? That might be a good idea. And it's like, why? I mean, just a little bit of message discipline. That's all. Just to give us a sense of sanity.
I'm glad that you did pay attention to this matter, however. You said, what attention can I give this matter? Because this dumb orange mother didn't ask for Congress's attention before bombing Iran. Because of course he didn't.
Yes,
right?
Thank you for your attention to this matter. Thank you for your attention.
Signed, President Donald J. Trump, President of the United States.
Yeah, we know it's you because your name is on the freaking thing. It's you don't sign that. It's like when people sign their texts. When people sign their texts,
right?
It's like President
that you've had in your phone for years, and they sign their freaking texts.
It's like president and grandparent that just got a new phone and doesn't know how to use it. It's like, Grandpa, you don't have to keep signing it. We know.
Yeah. Or you don't have to say, this is Grandpa.
Right.
This is Grandpa. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess that's why it popped up on my phone as Grandpa.
I mean, this is it. Tobias says now he's screaming publicly at the regimes in Iran and Israel for not giving him a made-for-TV ceasefire moment that would cast him as a master deal broker and peacemaker, because their conflict is about his PR, just as his flailing decision to commit an illegal act of war against Iran was a clumsy and failed attempt to get in on the favorable coverage of Israel's initial round of strikes appeared to be receiving at the time. The orange tantrum, as predictable as he is exhausting. And he apparently, like everything, just was by watching Fox News. He decided, right?
He was pushed into it by Sean Hannity and the rest of the crew there. You know.
Oh my God, they can play. He doesn't even have to get a fill-in vacation host. They can just play stuff from Barack, right?
Oh, totally.
They probably moved the weapons.
Yeah.
We need to go find. They moved him somewhere else. We need to go fight him
Yeah.
over there, so we don't have to fight him here.
I think. Well, the problem is Combs would be a part of that.
That's true.
Oh, that would be awkward.
Yeah, that would be awkward.
Yeah. All right.
That'd be tough.
You don't want to get the corpse of Combs involved.
Dress him up like Bernie.
Tragedy
Sure.
plus time.
Yeah.
I liked Alan Combs.
He was
I
a
did
very,
too.
very
He
nice
He was
man.
very
He
nice.
was good at his
He
gig.
had
He
me
was
on
good.
his, I don't know, some
I'm sorry,
Fox
Alan.
Online show a couple of times. And he was great. Hey. But you
Okay.
know, you gotta think that he's angry that Hannity's still walking.
Yeah.
All right, Chris,
Yes.
you said to people who say, how can you trust Iran? You didn't have to trust Iran under the JCPOA. They were weapons inspectors from international organizations crawling all over Iran's facilities, and they were saying right up to the minute that Trump pulled out in 2018 that Iran was complying with the deal. Who said that?
The Peppermint Trolley Company.
No, John Feiner, one of the people who negotiated above Obama's Iran deal. I mean, this is all because of that, because the black guy did it, and the black guy won a Nobel Peace Prize. I mean,
But he didn't win that's the thing, is he didn't win the Nobel Prize for that.
No, right.
And even Obama, I think, thought it was a little early for the Nobel Peace Prize. But you don't turn it down.
Right. He was a little embarrassed by it.
Could I just say how freaking weird it is, this push for that to get Trump a Nobel Peace Prize? I mean, this is some big baby crap right here. I mean, what did he do? Did he promise one of his grandkids, that maybe they'll love him if he gets a Nobel Peace Prize? I mean,
he doesn't care about love.
No.
All these people, all of these Trumpers going on the air going, oh yeah, he deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. Who the hell does that? Who campaigns for it? Like it's like
An Oscar?
This is the biggest. This is like Loud Noise's presidency. This is the biggest, dumbest, meanest.
It's like Bradley Cooper and Maestro. I mean, just
Where's my Operation
so
music?
so desperate.
Vaccinated Trucker said Operation Midnight Hammer should have been called Operation Hammered at Midnight. That was a joke a listener made
Yeah,
yesterday.
that was a good one.
Because
I liked that one.
Pete Kegbreath ordered the, okay.
Yeah.
But also
Midnight
someone was saying
Hammer.
it sounds like a porn movie, which I saved that for you, right?
Oh yeah, no,
Operation
no,
Midnight Hammer.
It is definitely like a 70s cop show porn movie parody.
Yes.
It is, Midnight Hammer.
The big macho names for completely unnecessary illegal wars. Oh, it's back. It's all back. All right, let's talk about other illegality. You wrote a great piece. Doesn't it feel like, let's just review. I like when people review, because I was gone for a week, Rude. Let's see. Elaine says, in 6 months, he has ruined the Kennedy Center for the Arts, crashed the economy, canceled cancer research, fired experts in every level of government, started selling off national parks, blew $50 million on a squeaky tank parade, dropped bombs without congressional approval or oversight, made enemies of our closest geographical allies, and started wearing a catheter. What did I miss? That's it's a light dusting. Everything's a light dusting. It's impossible to include all of it. Yeah.
No. You can't, and you can't say what's the worst thing.
Right.
They're all just horrible.
Well, here in L.A., in the Marine-occupied Los Angeles, I can't believe the No Kings rally was only a week ago. You said, I get it. Protests are important. They show that you're not alone in your hurt and your rage and your desire to do something, effing anything to be done to stop this deranged orange ego monster in the White House from D'ing over the nation completely. You said the teabaggers, as we love calling them, because it denoted them sucking on blank sacks, were treated as a country warping movement when it was far fewer Americans involved and they were just cranking. Thank you to the mainstream media. What's the estimates? 13 million of us in the streets last Saturday.
And the most generous measurement of any Tea Party day was like 1 million people.
Right.
I mean, it being involved in rallies and everything.
Yeah.
And that's the upper estimate.
Yeah.
And so there was nothing compared to what has gone on in protest against Trump, and yet we had to change our politics because of the teabaggers.
Yeah. But I mean, to your point about, people go, what do they do, the protests? And you said there are concrete things Democrats in Congress and in localities around the country can at least do to slow or stop the invasion of their communities by Trump's unholy cabal of twits. Oh,
Oh.
and tweeters.
Goodness.
That was another TW.
There was
word.
other TW
Yeah,
word in
it's
there,
a good one.
so.
I like it. It's one of my personal favorites.
What?
What?
I'm here in England. I can't help it. I hear
It's
it
a
all
past
the time.
tense.
Yes. Yes.
What? Twat waffle?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Twat waffle?
You can't say that.
Yes, you can.
All right, fine. Let's move on.
Wait, you can say
Rude.
that?
Now look what you've done. You said
Well, that changes the game if I can say that.
You just don't say it over and over again.
we did it out here. The Dodgers, stopped ICE from coming in. You said I'd send a message to big balls, to ICE agents, to everyone who's passing the paperwork from one appointee to another. I'd tell them the Democrats will come after them when Trump is gone and a Democrat is in charge. Just following orders is not going to cut it for a lot of these people.
If you're breaking the law, then you are subject to punishment under the law. It's not even a threat. It's a statement of fact.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you just, in terms of how you deal. For the other things, do we even know these people are ICE?
We don't.
We don't. No idea.
That's the
They're
problem.
not showing ID. They don't have any insignia. And
that breaks the law,
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
So do
Well,
something
and
about
also
it.
now there's people impersonating
Right.
ICE agents and committing crimes. There's a woman that was punched, and I don't know if she was raped or attempted rape by a guy who said he was ICE. No, you got to come with me. I mean,
they're buying these fake ice vests off
Yeah.
of Amazon or at swap
Yeah.
meets or whatever, and going out and cosplaying.
yeah. Guess who else can do that? Iranian.
Yes.
Iranian sleeper cells. I mean, seriously, this is how, what a lawless environment we're in now. There's a reason they're covering their faces, and they have no, warrants. They have no insignia. I mean, yeah. Anyway, you just said a big part of the goal here is to publicize how lawless the Trump administration is with its mass deportation horror, how lawless and cruel and useless, how sociopathic and self-defeating. You're dealing with savages who only know force. There are ways of using force that aren't violent. We're not helpless here. We just need the will to push things further. And if you say this is provoking a crisis, I'd say that crisis is here. We're trying to end it. And, Rude, once again, the silver lining is the polling bears you out. It does burn me up that all of those Trump rallies, they all had those mass deportation now signs.
Yeah.
So you did vote for this. You just didn't know it would be this big and dumb and mean, right?
Well, no, they were they were told it was going to be this big and dumb and mean.
They were.
They just refused to acknowledge that. They somehow thought there was going to be that it was one of those things. They always think, oh, Trump just is exaggerating for effect, and it's not. No, he's always telling you exactly what he's going to do.
Yeah.
And if he wants it, this is what he does. He says, here's the extreme thing I'm going to do. And everybody goes, oh, no, he's not going to do that. And then he does it. And people are like, oh, my God, how could we have known that would happen other than what he's done for his entire life?
Kamala Harris sound bites at this point exist to drive me completely insane because she said all of it, including he will attack Iran. I mean, she warned all of it. All right.
But we all did. That's the point,
Yeah.
though. It wasn't just Kamala warning about it. It was all of us out here saying, this is a crazy man. Do not vote for the crazy man.
Yeah.
And all these people just thought, no, he's not really that crazy. And besides, he's not black or a woman.
Yeah. Yes. Thank God there was no vagina.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we're very emotional.
Yes, women are too emotional to lead.
Yeah. They're not getting out. They're going to get out before the microphones and say things like two countries don't know what the F they're doing.
Okay. Love you, Rude Pundit. It's a safe home, I hope.
Yes.
Are they letting you back in?
Good luck at border security.
Good luck at the border.
Yeah. Seriously thinking of putting some really nasty porn on my phone, so that if they take it and say open it up, I just have it ready to play at full volume.
They'll probably just go, oh, it's Rude Pundit.
Yeah.
Just, all right, go.
Yeah.
Maybe some
Here you
dirty
go.
Sanchez porn.
Ooh,
Stop it.
That's good.
All right, we love you. Goodbye.
A lot
49.
of twat waffle porn.
What? Hey, are you traveling this summer? Will you leave instructions for your house sitter, the name and number of your vet, maybe, the code to your alarm system? Think about the steps you take to prepare for vacation, and you'll get a sense of what goes into a knockbox. Just go to theknockbox.com, use the code Stephanie. Knockbox is a complete system that helps you organize all of your accounts, possessions, and estate plans for your next of kin.
in. Each knockbox, that's NOKBOX, comes with a comprehensive checklist that helps ensure you add everything they'll need to manage your estate when you are gone. From your funeral directives to your insurance policies, even the keys to your storage unit, the knockbox helps you organize it all. If you've got a household, you need a knockbox. Right now, Stephanie Miller listeners save 16% off the knockbox of your choice. Just go to thenokbox.com/Stephanie. That's thenokbox.com/Stephanie to get 16% off. Stay calm, get organized today.